Welcome to Gintama 328, the final episode of our longest arc so far. So, I want to see how it wraps up, and then whatever the hell's on the horizon, I'm excited to find out. So, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, play. We're getting close. We're building up towards the end. Oboro is taken care of. Utsuro is out there as our big villain. Please. I was worried it wouldn't follow up on that just yet, but it looks like it will, which is good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, go ahead and play the ending at the beginning if you want. Sure. The battle on Rakuyo has concluded. You know, the Shinsengumi will have to make their return sometime. Not like right away after, like as soon as the next arc starts, they got to be away for a little while to give it some kind of impact, I would think. But a little bit later. I know there's an arc called Silver Soul, but that really doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't spoil anything. It just sounds like, a general name for the final arc or one of the final arcs. Big climactic battle, Silver Soul. Doesn't sound like it spoils anything. So I know that'll be coming sometime. It's just kind of the final stretch now. Part 12, Hope. He finally met his end. That's a lot of... You said Oboro and Shoyo a lot of times there. They've crucified the man. Thank you. That tells me nothing. Right. I get you. I get that. That must have been rough, obviously. Yeah. When do you stop? When do you give up? My God. To like this other personalities. He was in there so long the prison rotted. How long ago was this? I can understand going crazy like that. That's all he knew. That's how they all were to him. Just killing him over and over. So becoming human meant killing Eventually they had to bow to him because like, oh shit, can't do anything. At least 500 years. Yoshida Shoyo. So literally other personalities. I'm glad we've clarified that. And Gintoki, with his own hands, took that personality away. Which means there's a chance that it could resurface, but it seems for now it's just Utsuro left. Okay, pretty simple, but it all makes sense. It's all good. Yeah, of course. Right. It is weird that he gave Oboro his blood. I guess he just felt bad, but like you'd think he knows the pain of being immortal. You'd think he wouldn't want to put that on anybody because he knows it'd be worse than them dying, but I guess he just wanted to give him a chance because he was a kid. And he had been thinking about, Shoyo personality. Had been thinking about starting the school, so he was like, okay, I'm gonna save this kid. Yeah, what power could they give him? Okay, that's definitely gonna be majorly important. So it was thought. How the hell did that happen? Was Utsuro behind it? Why? Look at that face. No. The shock. Yeah, I'm like, when are you gonna let the other shoe drop? Like, clearly they know it's him. Clearly he knows it's him. How long you gonna pretend? So here we go. See, we're talking about destroying planets. I wasn't crazy. How indeed? Okay. Because they had taken in his immortal blood. One of the... Some dead guy. One of them. His hand lasted. Oh, damn. They're all falling apart. And so he just kept one of their arms. Holy shit. What a great reveal of them all being bandaged up. So one of them did it because he said he could help. Oh wow. Yeah, it sowed a bunch of chaos and discord among them because they were falling apart. Yeah, clearly. They all wanted help. So they all gave him whatever he wanted. How many? So what's the goal here? Just blow up planets? To blame them. Oh shit. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. If a, so he's a war with the universe to die in. Okay, destroying the Earth. Gotta protect it. But if he needs the Earth's Eltana, can't he just leave and die? Like I still don't. Maybe we're gonna find out. But he wants to die. That's huge scale. Kagura's mom left her planet and died. Can he just not do that? Is he different? Because he said like, oh, I'm out of Altana, and he got all orange and weird. Can he just? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Universal war to destroy the Earth. That sounds like a final arc if I've ever heard one. What if he had just been part of it? If he had made a different decision back then and stayed with him, or if right now he had just gone with them. There we go. Gotta give him a little respect in the end, even after everything. Didn't know he'd be such an important character when we first met him. Even though he just kept coming back. It's like, he was good. It's good to have him around. So that wraps that up. Yeah, but there's a lot of other factors. Sounds good. I think he realized that he did a good job with his students, and then that they gave off that hope that he wanted. Even he was able to smile in that moment. So even though he knew Utsuro was a problem, he had faith in his kids. And look at all the family that our beautiful bastards have gathered together. Look at what they can accomplish. All right. Where the hell are we going to go from here? The grave. Guess he'll get those arms eventually. Some ones that aren't cannons, probably. Of course. What about you? Yeah, there are ways. That was real. That was real good of you to figure that out. She would not let him cross over. He had to stay behind. He had another job to do. Okay, he's got the arms. Could have been a huge, huge big death scene, but it works. He's got a job to do. I don't need every character to just die all the time. Hey, he's been here too. The whole family. It's real weird that her mom was, a being of Altana. That's so bizarre. I didn't expect that. It's such a random detail. Obviously, you could have made her sickness whatever you wanted. To make it specifically that seems like the only real purpose for it is, to set up more for Utsuro and a way to defeat him and give Umibozu that connection. Other than that, it just feels kind of strange. Like, I guess that doesn't mean anything for the kids, right? Doesn't make them weird, does it? It doesn't really matter. It's just a weird detail. used to add to Utsuro. Oh boy, so this universal war, how quickly is that gonna start? Is that happening now? Do we get a little time in between? Like, how would you watch the slip arc after this? I can kind of understand it if you feel like you would like a break from all the serious arcs and have a little downtime before jumping back into the really serious shit, but I mean, that seems totally antithetical to what people normally want from shonen anime. Because that's the kind of shit you usually get from filler. You know, you got the serious stuff going on and you're like, oh shit, what now? You're like watching Bleach and then in the middle of an arc, a filler just happens and you're like, what the fuck? And people hate that, right? And I know the slip arc isn't filler. It's in the manga, it's canon, and it's good. But it's usually the kind of thing where people really hate it. Like, it's interrupting the story. And I know Gintama is very different. But it's not how it was written in the manga. It's not how it was intended to be. So it would feel like an interruption if I watched it now. I can see people valuing it as downtime. I don't personally really care about that. I'm invested. The momentum is going. We're doing it. I would feel impatient watching the slip arc now, I think. So I'm glad I already watched it. But this was good. Kamui and Utsuro stuff is really good. I loved, weirdly enough, like those 3 battles against the Mad Stars were like some of the best parts. I just loved Katsura's. Sakamoto's was really good. We haven't really seen any Nobunobu after that. And then Gintoki's was funny. We got to meet Pakuyasa. That was great. Those were just, it's showing how he can do these simple shonen battles and handle them so well. It really impresses me because when you see a bunch of shonen do shit like that so poorly, and then somebody can just come along and like, listen, I know I normally write about poop, but let me show you how it's done, and he can just do it so well. But yeah, like, literally this cliffhanger, like, oh yeah, a universal war trying to destroy the earth is happening right now, and then we're gonna go and like, hey, Kagura has a big fat boyfriend, and it's like, I'm glad I watched that already. So I don't know if we're just jumping right into that. Like, are we just gonna be in total chaos in the next episode? Or do we have a little bit of chill time, a little bit of time for jokes? There's always time for jokes. There's always gonna be jokes. But yeah, that is it for this arc. It was good. Out of the last couple, Shogun Assassination is still my favorite, but these have been good. So I'm excited for more and the ending. And so that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.